Your English teacher lied to you. These 10 grammar rules just got cancelled in 2025. With AI rewriting how we communicate and Gen Z inventing new rules, language evolves faster than ever. Oxford Dictionary just declared these old grammar laws officially dead. Let's bury them together. 1. Rest in peace, whom. Let's pull one out. For whom, the pronoun we only use to sound fancy, is officially retired. Oxford's 2025 update confirms that we use who exclusively in spoken English. Why? Because sentences like "whom should we blame" now sound archaic. Even historical texts show Shakespeare used who informally 80% of the time. So instead of using "to whom did you send a report to," use the modern standard "who did you send the report to." Only lawyers and people like me still cling to whom, and they bill by the hour for it. Avoid this common mistake though, overusing whom or whomever to sound formal. It often backfires by creating grammar errors. Stick with who or whoever unless you're writing legal documents. 2. Split infinitives freed. You've probably heard of that never split infinitives rule, right? That's buried forever. Linguistics studies prove inserting adverbs between to and verbs improves clarity in most situations. Here's a classic example.
To boldly go where no one has gone before.
It just flows better than boldly to go where no one has gone before. The verdict: split when it helps rhythm. Common mistake: avoid chaotic splits. Don't say things like "she tried to" quickly without thinking "run." It just confuses everybody. Place long phrases after the verb instead. 3. Singular they wins. The grammar wars are over.
The war is over!
Singular they is now standard English. Oxford Dictionary cites 92% acceptance in formal writing. Why? It solves real problems. 1. Gender neutrality. Consider this sentence. A doctor should check her schedule. You can say a doctor should check their schedule. 2. Unknown subjects. Someone left their wallet. Even the Associated Press style book endorses every creator should optimize their thumbnails. So, no more clunky he/she. Common mistake: never mismatch verbs. They is coming remains incorrect. Always use plural words. 4. Conjunction starts valid. Remember being scolded for starting sentences with and or but? That rule just expired. Research shows 78% of Pulitzer winners do this for emphasis. For example, grammar rules evolve, but your content shouldn't fossilize. Even scientific journals now allow it. Key tip: use like hot sauce. Too much weakens impact. And yes, I just did it. Common mistake: avoid informal proposals. But we disagree sounds abrupt. Use however we disagree for professional tone. 5. Emoji punctuation. Periods in text. Now Gen Z reads them as passive-aggressive. Stanford's 2025 study found done period rates as hostile, while done with a smiley face reads shock horror friendly. Emojis are the new terminal punctuation. For example, this sentence with this emoji implies suspicion. A bit of warning though, still forbidden in CVs. Common mistake: never replace question mark with an emoji question mark in emails. Is the budget approved question mark remains standard. 6. Oxford comma optional. The Oxford comma, you know that last comma before and in a list, is now a style choice, not a rule. Major publishers like The Guardian omit it, but you can still use it for clarity. Example: breakfast included coffee, eggs, and toast. Meaning is clear, so no need to use the Oxford comma. But I thanked my parents, Beyoncé, and God. Implies your parents are Beyoncé and God. So clear it with comma, saying I thanked my parents, Beyonce, and God. When in doubt, add it, but ignore comma cultists. Common mistake, never use before ampersands. Law, Barnes, and Noble. 7. Me/I liberation. Sentences like me and Alex collabed dominates casual English. Language logs show me as subjects appear in 68% of social posts. What is the formal rule? It is to use I for subjects. For example, Alex and I presented the awards, whereas me and her are filming is a modern reality and is acceptable for YouTube descriptions. Common mistake to avoid, never use myself to dodge me. Email myself is always wrong, use email me instead. 8. M-rule dominance. Why use commas when M-dashes, this superhero, can do it all? 2025 data shows dashes boost engagement by 40%. They create 1. Emphasis. For example, grammar rules, even outdated ones, must adapt. And 2. Urgency. Subscribe now, content drops soon. Protect. Use spaces around dashes online, like this for readability. Common mistake, don't confuse with hyphens. M-dashes or M-rules are long, hyphens are short. 9. Contraction amnesty. Contractions in formal writing, they are totally valid now. Harvard studies found, don't overlook this reads as more natural than do not overlook this in business emails. Another example, I've managed teams, outperforms the stiff alternative, I have managed teams in modern TVs. Even academia accepts it's and won't now. Only avoid contractions in legal contracts. So after all, your English teacher was wrong. It's time to embrace efficiency. Common mistake, skip ambiguous contractions like it'd, always right, it would, or it had. 10. Sentence adverb acceptance. Starting sentences with hopefully, Oxford declares it 100% valid. Traditionalists wrongly claimed it meant in a hopeful manner. However, let's look at its modern usage. Hopefully, the algorithm favors this video is the same thing as I hope the algorithm favors this video. Other liberated adverbs, thankfully, grammar evolves. Frankly, old rules bored us. Finally, language mirrors real speech. Common mistake, always use commas. Hopefully, we'll win. Which dead rule shocked you? Should we resurrect some of them? Comment below and smash like if you embrace evolution. And do be a darling and subscribe for more.